What's up, Falcons Nation? It's your boy Jew coming at you with another Atlanta Falcons video. It's always Falcons Nation, rise up. It is another Falcons Friday upon us. So TGIF, I hope you had a great week, and I hope you enjoy your weekend and be safe out there. We should have some excellent football on this weekend. It is the AFC Championship game and the NFC Championship game this coming Sunday. I'm looking forward to these two games to see who will be playing in this year's Super Bowl. I believe it's Super Bowl 53, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm definitely looking forward to the game being played in Miami this year. The NFC Championship, we do have the Green Bay Packers taking on the San Francisco 49ers. In the AFC Championship game, we have the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Tennessee Titans, who is the Cinderella team this year in the AFC. So I've definitely enjoyed seeing them go on a little Cinderella run, and I hope that it continues all the way through the Super Bowl. But we're going to see this week or this weekend who will be moving on. It has been an exciting playoff race. A lot of exciting games this year. A lot of shocking wins and upsets this year. I'm glad that it's not the same teams that's in the AFC Championship, like the Patriots, the Steelers, and those type of teams that normally make it. It's a lot of new blood on both sides of the ball this year. The Packers haven't been in a Super Bowl in a while, and the 49ers haven't been since Colin Kaepernick was playing. So we have some new blood this year in the NFC Championship and the AFC Championship. So it should be some great games on. I haven't done too well this year in my predictions. Last week I went 1-3. It's been a lot of surprises. I was very surprised to see the Seattle Seahawks lose to the Packers. I was really taken off guard by the Tennessee Titans knocking off the Ravens. I didn't see that one coming either. I wasn't surprised with the Kansas City Chiefs because that was the only game I got right in my prediction. I thought that the Chiefs would be too much for the Texans, even though the Texans blew a 24-0 lead, which was really, really crazy, and they blew it all in one quarter. So it's been some crazy games on and some crazy stuff happening this year in the playoffs. So I wouldn't be surprised if the upsets continue. But I'm going to go ahead and give you my picks for this game. First, we're going to start with the AFC matchup in the AFC Championship game between the Titans and the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm actually taking the Titans in this game. I really think that the Cinderella season is not going to end for the Titans. I really think the Titans right now are my front runners to go and win the Super Bowl. Kansas City, I think, does have a lot of weapons on offense, and I think that they can beat Tennessee. And if you let that offense get clicking, they could really harm Tennessee or really put up a lot of points on Tennessee. But I really think that the Tennessee Titans are more than just a Cinderella team. I think that they are a team of destiny, and I do believe that the team really believes that at this point. They knocked off the Patriots and the Ravens, who probably were the two favorites coming into the AFC playoffs. So I'm definitely impressed from what I've seen out of the Titans, and I think that they've had the toughest road so far in the playoffs to try to get to the championship game, and they are battle tested. I really think that they're going to jump out in this game against the Chiefs and take a lead. And once the Titans get a lead, they're going to play ball control with Derrick Henry, and I really see Derrick Henry running for another 180 yards or almost 200 yards in this game. The Titans did play the Chiefs earlier this year. It was the first game back from Mahomes having that knee when he injured his knee, and the Titans did win that game in a close one. But I do think that the Titans are going to win this game again, so I think this is going to be the second time this year that they beat them. This is my upset special for the week. I'm not going chalk in this game. I really think that they have a serious chance of winning this game, the Titans, if the game goes as I think it will. And if you know anything about Jew, if you've been watching my channel, in football, it's a game of inches, and I really like teams that are stout in the trenches, and the Titans are very stout in the trenches. Up front on the offensive line, they're very physical. It all starts with Taylor Lewan, who's their right tackle, I believe. And then they also have Derrick Henry, who's that battering ram. He's been probably the MVP of the playoffs so far. He's dominating the last 3 games, over 180 yards rushing. And he's just a man amongst boys right now. He made the Ravens defense look like chopped liver last week. And I wouldn't have bet that in a million years that the Ravens defense, which I think they were like third in stopping the run, would get abused basically by Derrick Henry. Last week he made them look like kids, and he made it look like JV versus varsity. He really ran all over their defense. On one play, he stiff-armed Earl Thomas and made Earl Thomas look like he was the lead blocker. So I really got a lot of respect for Derrick Henry. And I do think that Derrick Henry is one of those players that can run this team to a Super Bowl victory. And I think that he might just do it. He looks very fresh, hard to tackle. Ryan Tannehill is only throwing the ball like 15 times a game. Their defense is locking people down. They have a lot of head busters on their team, players that come downhill, fly downhill. The linebacker Evans, Kevin Byard, the safety. They have a lot of players. Kenny Vaccaro. These guys are not playing games. In the back end, Logan Ryan. And a lot of these guys are stepping up. They have a lot of veteran guys on their team. Dory Jackson. They did a really good job of building up this team. And Mike Vrabel is probably one of the best head coaches left in the playoffs right now. To me, he's doing an excellent job with his game planning. Dean Pease, the defensive coordinator, is doing an excellent job. And also the offensive coordinator is doing a good job of dialing up plays. We haven't even seen A.J. Brown really go off, he's the rookie wide receiver, number 11 for the Tennessee Titans. I could see him having a big game. I'm hearing that Adam Humphries, the longtime Tampa Bay Buccaneers receiver, is coming back from injury. He hadn't played in the first 2 games, and he could be a very dynamic player for them out of the slot. Jonnu Smith has really stepped up in that tight end role, had a big touchdown catch in the back of the end zone against the Ravens. And I could really see the Tennessee Titans pulling the upset, and I will pick them in this game for the upset. As you know, with watching my channel, I don't really do scores. I just had that feeling that the Titans are going to really shock the world on Sunday. And it's something about this Tennessee Titans team. They remind me of Remember the Titans, the movie with Denzel Washington. It seems like it's just their fate. The T.C. Williams head coach in high school, I don't know if you know, but Herman Boone, the coach that played Denzel, the coach of the T.C. Williams High School, did pass away, I believe, a couple months ago, maybe like last month. And it seems like this Tennessee Titans team is really feeding off of that Remember the Titans. Like, it seems like it's something going on that's really magical right now for the Tennessee Titans. And normally, I'm not a superstitious type person. I don't believe in superstitions and stuff like that. But I do feel like when it's your time, it's your time. And for whatever reason this year, it looks like the ball is bouncing their way. They're dominating teams, very physical. And like I said, if you know anything about watching my channel, I really believe in football. It's all about the team that wins the line of scrimmage. In the games that they've played this year, the Titans has won the line of scrimmage. So I do think that the Titans are going to pull the upset. The only way I could see them losing is if Patrick Mahomes jumps out to a big lead and then they make Tannehill try to beat them with throwing the ball multiple times. But if the Titans play the same way they've played all the way through these playoffs, with feeding Derrick Henry 30 to 40 times a game, running and catching, I really could see the Kansas City Chiefs having a hard time stopping them, because the Patriots and the Ravens pride themselves on stopping the run, and neither one of them could do it. And out of the 3 teams that I just named, the Chiefs have the worst defense out of the teams I just named. They don't have a good defense at all. The only player on their defense that I really respect is Chris Jones and the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Those are like their main guys, but I don't like their linebackers. I'm not a big fan of, and I do like Frank Clark as well, the former Seattle Seahawk at defensive end. He's pretty good as well. But other than those 3 guys, I don't really have much respect for the Kansas City defense. I think that they're a bend don't break defense, but I really think that they could be had, and I don't see them being able to shut down Derrick Henry. And if you know anything about football, if you can't stop the run, it just creates a whole bevy of problems for you, because then that opens up the play action pass. It opens up the the zone read type plays and the RPOs and stuff like that. It opens up everything when you can run the ball successfully. And Derrick Henry has been running the ball for like 8 yards a clip, or 8 yards per rush. So I'm taking the Titans in this game. In the next game, in the NFC Championship game, is Green Bay Packers versus the San Francisco 49ers. I really want to take the Green Bay Packers with my heart, but my head is telling me that the 49ers are going to pull this game out. If you seen my tweets last week, and definitely follow your boy on Twitter. It's at Jew Talk Sports. And on Facebook, I was basically saying, like, I was really feeling salty last week about Kyle Shanahan and them beating the team that they beat last week, the 49ers. I really felt some type of way about them beating the Vikings. I didn't really want the 49ers to win. I thought that the Vikings would put up more of a fight, but they couldn't actually block them up front. I thought the Vikings running game could create problems for the 49ers, and I thought Dalvin Cook could catch those screen passes, and I thought Thielen on the outside and Stephon Diggs would be too much for the corners of the 49ers, but the front seven just basically chewed them up. They couldn't block them, and I feel like the same thing is going to happen against Green Bay. I feel like we're going to watch a repeat of what happened this past Sunday this past Saturday against the Vikings. I don't foresee the Green Bay Packers offensive line being able to block the front seven of the 49ers. They just have too many first rounders, too many elite pass rushers on that front line, and too many athletic pass rushers. Like Joey Bosa is very athletic. I was very impressed with what I seen out of him last week. It was so many plays last week when they tried to throw the screen out there to Cook, and he was just tracking Cook down every time. He was running out from that defensive end spot and tracking Dalvin Cook down. Dalvin Cook didn't have really no explosive plays last week. They did a good job of shutting down the explosive plays. They only had that one touchdown that they threw to Diggs on the outside. Stephon Diggs had that one touchdown. But other than that, they pretty much stifled the Minnesota offense. And I think that the same thing is going to happen against Green Bay in this game. As much as I like Aaron Rodgers and his ability to throw the ball, the Green Bay Packers are a finesse team, just like the Atlanta Falcons. They're not very physical at all, and that puts me in the mind of our Atlanta Falcons, because if you watch my channel this year, I always talk about that the Falcons need to play with a lead, and the Green Bay Packers are the same way in this game. They're going to have to jump out to a lead and try to make this a barn burner. If they can't do that, then they're going to get exposed because I believe that they're not going to be able to block the front seven of the 49ers. I just think they have too many good players that they rotate in and out. D Ford, Joey Bosa, Eric Armstead. They just have too many first rounders, too many elite pass rushers on that front line, front end. And I don't think that they're going to be able to hold up. The front end is not going to be able to hold up. And I don't think that they're going to be able to run the ball to open up play action with Aaron Jones. They're going to have to hope that the offensive line holds up long enough for Devontae Adams to get a couple of catches. Devontae Adams is going to have a big game in this game. And I don't see it happening because I'm assuming they're going to have Richard Sherman guarding Devontae Adams for most of the game. And Richard Sherman is a veteran. He's very smart, and he knows not to get beat over the top. And the 49ers I think they're just too physical of a team. So in this AFC and NFC championship game, if you notice one thing about watching this video, I am going with the two physical teams. I know we say it's a passing league, but at the end of the day, football is won in the trenches. It's one up front. If you cannot block the guys up front, and if you cannot stop the run, it's very hard to win in this league. And the two teams that are in the NFC and AFC championships that I picked are two teams that run the ball very well. The Tennessee Titans are a run-first team, and the 49ers are a run-first team. And those two teams, everything operates off of their run. Everything comes after the run. So if you can shut down the 49ers or limit the 49ers running game, you have a chance to beat them. I just don't see the Green Bay Packers being able to stop them from running the ball in this game. And if you notice, when our Atlanta Falcons played the 49ers, they did a good job of stifling the three-headed monster, Coleman, Mostert, and Breida. They did a good job of stifling those guys. The only chance that the Green Bay Packers have in this game is trying to stifle those guys up front, and then sticking those two Smith guys, the law firm Smith & Smith, Zadarius Smith and Preston Smith are going to have a big game of rushing the passer. They're going to have to put the 49ers in third and longs. They're going to have to let those wild pit bull dogs off the leash. They're going to have to allow those beasts, let those guys eat. But they're going to have to play with a lead and then let those pass rushers loose. I do believe that the Green Bay Packers do have great corners. Definitely look out for them in this game because they are very sneaky and they're very talented. Jair Alexander is an excellent corner. And the dude, Kevin King, out of the University of Washington. They do have a good pair, young pairing at the corner spot. And the guy, they also have a rookie safety, last name Savage. And he's another good player as well. So they have a good secondary. I just don't know if their front seven is going to be able to hold up. But these are my picks. Tell me what you think about my picks in the comment section. Continue to support your boy in the channel. I appreciate every single one of you guys who have subscribed. Continue to, like I said, continue to support your boy. Follow your boy on Twitter. Also, and you can follow me at Jew Talk Sports. It'll be at Jew Talk Sports on Twitter. If you would like to donate to the channel and continue to support the page, you can go to the Cash App. It'll be the $ Jew Talk Sports. But I appreciate every single one of you guys again. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy some football this weekend. And tell me what you think about the video. I think I'm going to start doing shorter videos. But let me know in the comment section if you prefer shorter videos, like 15, 20 minutes. Or if you prefer the longer videos, about 30 minutes long, where I break down more. But I do have another video coming out in the next couple days, because I broke down a couple of players that I think we should draft, and I'm going to talk about that for our Atlanta Falcons, because I know I haven't done a lot of Falcons talk. So I'm definitely going to be coming at you guys with another video, but I'm going to start shooting you guys out more videos on a daily basis, shorter videos, and I got a lot of content coming for our Atlanta Falcons in this draft, and I'm excited about this upcoming season for our Atlanta Falcons. But like I said, this has been your boy Jew. I'll holler at you in the next vid. Y'all have a great weekend. Peace. Love you guys.